Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Steve and I'm a PhD candidate in the Department of Physical Education and Sports Sciences at National Taiwan Normal University. If you have been following the world of sports science and metabolism lately, you might know that we are living through a massive shift in how we talk about body composition and health. For decades, the narrative around obesity was eat less and move more. But as we have discussed on this channel, biology is rarely that simple. Today, we are diving into a landmark special communication recently published in the Journal of American Medication Association, which is also known as the JAMA, regarding the World Health Organization's brand new guidelines on GLP-1 therapies. This isn't just about weight loss tips. It's actually about a foundational shift in global health strategy. Let's dive into it. First, let's look at the why. Obesity isn't just a lifestyle choice. The World Health Organization officially defined it as the chronic relapsing diseases. We are looking at over 1 billion people affected worldwide. To put a number on the stake, in 2024 alone, there were 3.7 million obesity-related deaths from non-communicable diseases. This is 12% of all such deaths globally. The economy burden isn't just a straight staggering, with global costs predicted to hit around $3 trillion per year by 2030. Enter GLP-1 therapies, originally developed for diabetes in 2005. This medication mimics hormones that target our brain's hunger signals, specifically in the hypothalamus, to promote satiety and dietary gastric emptying. As of October 2025, we have 12 approved GLP-1 therapies for diabetes and/or obesity, with over 40 more in the pipeline, and the benefits are proven to be broadly metabolic. We are seeing evidence that these drugs help with everything from cardiovascular events and sleep apnea to kidney disease and even neurodegenerative conditions. So, what does the WHO actually recommend? They have issued 2 core conditional recommendations for adults. The first one is the long-term use. They recommend GLP-1 therapies as a long-term treatment, meaning continuous use for 6 months or longer. And the second usage is that it might be the multimodal care. They recommend pairing these medications with intensive behavioral therapies. This second point is huge for us in exercise science community because the intensive behavioral therapy includes structural goal setting for exercise and diet, energy restriction, and weekly counseling. The World Health Organization is clear. Medication alone is not the silver bullet. Behavioral therapy is what helps amplify and sustain those therapeutic benefits. Now, there is the catch. Both recommendations were graded as conditional. You might wonder why. Because the desirable consequences don't yet clearly outweigh the undesirable cost on a global scale. Actually, we are facing a massive equity dilemma. The first is about reproduction. Even in the best case scenario, current production only covers about 100 million people. That's less than 10% of those living with obesity. And the cost, the high price and lack of health system readiness in many countries mean that these life-saving tools are not reaching everyone. Less about the prioritization. Because we cannot treat everyone yet, the World Health Organization's next focus in 2026 is creating a framework to identify those at the highest risk, like people with obesity, plus diabetes, or heart diseases. So the big takeaway from the JAMA paper is that we need a new obesity management ecosystem. This means moving away from just risk factor control to comprehensive disease management. It means seeing patients as co-creators of their health journeys. And most importantly, it means ensuring that as these patients expire, like the semaglutide patent in 2026, we find ways to make generic versions and oral formulations accessible to everyone, not just the well-being. So we are at a tipping point. Effective reversals of obesity is now a realistic prospect. But as the author of the study note, how we respond to this opportunity will determine if there is a historic global health success or a missed opportunity for equity. If you are a coach, an athlete, or just someone interested in the science of the human body, keep your eyes on it. The what of weight loss is actually changing, but the now, the behavior, the movement, and the community remains as vital as ever. Thank you for listening. Stay curious and stay active, and I will catch you in the next episode. 感谢大家收听今天的节目内容。如果对今天的节目内容有任何的想法或者是建议的话，都欢迎到我的脸书粉丝专页，或者是到我的 YouTube 频道我是运科竹里面来进行留言与讨论哦。此外，制作优良的 Podcast 节目内容需要更多的帮助与赞助。如果您对于帮助或是赞助我是运科竹频道有兴趣的话，也请帮我多多赞助哦。